Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny 5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight Contest Edition. We have a crazy quadruple synchronized contest submission here today, so stay tuned and let's check it out. All right, welcome back, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to jump right on into things with today's creation, Element Accelerator, created by Adrenaline Gamer 7. And here they say, "What's up, Johnny? It's time to exercise your adrenaline with my first major creation, the Element Accelerator. Outside a small city, a group of scientists are conducting one of the greatest experiments ever created, the Element Accelerator. Situated inside a massive collider, the park. The furious elements race through the pipeline, the coaster tracks. Now the scientists have selected you to take part in this experiment. Which element are you? Choose between fire, the floorless, the water, the flying, electricity, the inverted, and steam, the sit down." Boom. All right, this sounds exhilarating. Let's jump right on into it. Okay, first appearance, it doesn't look that appealing. There's a lot of theming missing, and it does feel a little bit plain and empty. We have these little elements of theming situated around, but looking closer, there are some pretty darn good dueling elements, near misses, and interaction between the four coasters. So I definitely think there's a lot of that spirit of the contest here in terms of the dueling aspects. So quite a cool creation. Let's talk about it more once we've given it a ride. So we have 4 to choose from, and I'm gonna mix things up because it looks like there's a lot of nighttime lighting as well, and I think it's fair to kind of alternate. So we're gonna start at night, and we're gonna go on the blue coaster to kick things off, which is going to be our flying stingray, possibly? Water? How's that water? Oh, I'm in the wrong station. Okay, it's leaving now. So yes, here's our water coaster, the flying stingray. Here's a look at all the results if you want to see them, and let's get right on it. Oh, so there we have it. We're going to switch over to daytime, and we're going to hit up the red coaster here, which is going to be our floorless werewolf. There's a look at the results if you want to see them, and let's get right on this. So the creator said in test preferences they liked orbit a lot, so I think we'll give the electricity an orbit ride, and we're going to be looking at the four-seated inverted rival for this one here. And there is a look at all the stats if you want to see them. Vertical G-forces getting pretty extreme on this one here, and let's get right on it. So the interesting thing about orbit is I get to control the camera, so I'll try my best. Okay, and last but not least, we have green. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of the nighttime. You couldn't see a whole lot, so I'm gonna stick with the day on this one. We did one nighttime perspective, and I think for this one, we're gonna just do day cinematic. So we have the launch drive tire coaster. There's a look at all the stats on this guy, and let's give it a ride. Okay, let's talk about it. I still think this is a lot of fun, even though it's lacking the theming. The theming is overall scattered about. You know, the heart of the contest is the dueling aspect. And this is the third creation of the series so far. And I think of all three creations, this one by far takes the cake in terms of dueling elements with these near misses, these crossovers. All the four coasters are going out in their own different direction, and then they have some interacting. You've chosen 4 different coasters, which all have their own unique elements, and they're all done in a way that they're not overly extreme. I think one had a little bit high vertical G's, but the rest all seem to check out. The guests are going on it. Look at these queues. They're loving it. It's successful in the terms of dueling, and I like the fact that you decided to kind of hit it from 4 different corners, but have crossover interaction between them all. So we have the green and the blue interacting here, but then blue diverges and it has some interaction with the yellow, but it also diverges and has some interaction with the red. I think it interacts with all other 3 coasters. So it's actually a bit of a complex mishmash where every single coaster interacts with every single coaster on every single perspective. Holy moly. So that's quite the feat there. The only thing I would recommend or suggest or change is to really push that theming. So we can see that the red is technically sectioned over here, the yellow's a section over here, the blue sectioned over there, and the green is over here? No. Yeah, I guess so. There's a bit of a mishmash over here. But it would have been cool to see 4 elements, you know, like over here you did water world and you have a big lake and waterfalls. Over here it's more of a jungle adventure kind of thing going on, and here you built a volcano and made it more inferno-like, and electricity's a little bit tough, but there is a lot of electric effects in this game. You could have done more of a sci-fi approach with the big generators, lightning bolts, stormy skies, and that sort of thing, so that when we do cross over and we're all by ourselves and there's no interaction between the coaster, there we're seeing the big elements of theming going on. So definitely with the 2 months that you were given to create this creation, I think you could have really pushed the theming a lot further. You have unlimited part count to work with here, and how many parts did you end up with? It's only 4,000. This basically could be turned into a 4K blueprint. You're not far off. You might have to delete a few objects. Actually, if you deleted these 2 things here and maybe a couple things down here, this is essentially, yeah, a 4,000 placeable blueprint. And with the park file we gave you, we did that so that we could get you to build with way more than 4,000 parts. I don't think it quite meets the quota in terms of artistic polish, but I think the creativity is definitely there, especially so far in the contest. It has the best dueling elements, I would say. So you got it on one hand, but you missed it on the other in terms of artistic polish and theming. But I still think the creativity is there, and I think it's a very fun, interesting concept, and getting those 4 coasters to interact with the other 3 coasters is actually quite impressive. But at the end of the day, it is up to the viewers to vote on their favorite creation. So keep an eye out on the voting form. It'll appear at the end of every single bracket. There will be a community post on YouTube as well as in Discord. So come join us on Discord, everybody. Keep your eyes peeled in the announcements channel. Boom! And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another great contest submission from the beginner bracket. I will see you all in another 12 hours when we release the next contest submission. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.